Pete Hegseth. And he is a Fox News host and veteran of wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And so basically, my understanding of Pete Hegseth is that basically his main qualifications are that he is a guy on Fox News that Donald Trump likes, and also might be a neo-Nazi, given some of his weird tattoos. And also, his other qualification is that he, I believe, was in the National Guard in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I cannot stress enough, guys, he has bragged about not washing his hands. And you might think, oh, well, okay, but like every once in a while he doesn't wash his hands. You might think like, No, it's a little worse than you might expect.
As I told you, my 2019 resolution is to say things on air that I say off air. I don't think I've washed my hands for 10 years. Really, I don't really wash my hands ever.
Help me!
No, I inoculate myself. It's just not, germs are not a real thing. I can't see them, therefore they're not real.
So you're becoming immune to all of the
exactly.
bacteria.
I can't get sick.
Yeah, so like
With labor market conditions.
he literally does not think that germs are real. He doesn't think that germs are real, and he's not washing the shit off of his hands after he wipes. But not only that, guys, how do you not believe in germs, but you say that immediately after talking about how you're inoculating yourself? Because inoculation works because of germs. You inoculate yourself against germs. That is what vaccinations / inoculations do. You can't say that you're inoculating yourself and then say you don't think germs are real. And I just... He doesn't wash his hands. There's literally an entire branch of warfare called germ warfare. Like, what are you doing? But not only that, guys, this is on a little bit less of a funny note. This came out today, apparently. I was unaware of this. Now, let's be real. The Trump team doesn't really give a single shit about the sexual assault allegations against Pete Hegseth. But apparently he was investigated in 2017 for sexual assault. And Hegseth's lawyer said police found no evidence of wrongdoing, but let's take a look here. Also, why is his face yellow? His neck's not yellow. Why is his face yellow, man? What are you doing? Sparked by a complaint shared with the transition team with extensive information about a woman's claim that Hegseth assaulted her in a hotel in Monterey, California, after a Republican conference, according to a person familiar with the complaint, who spoke on the condition of anonymity out of fear of retaliation. The woman who drafted the complaint said the alleged victim was a friend who later signed a non-disclosure agreement with Hegseth. Which, by the way, in case anyone needs to know, NDAs cannot be enforced to cover illegal behavior. That's not something NDAs can do. So, if Pete Hegseth did commit sexual assault, this NDA would not bind her from actually coming forward and talking about it. Just throwing that out there, and also for all of your reference in case any of you wind up in a weird situation like that, okay? Monterey police confirmed that they investigated Hegseth over an allegation of alleged sexual assault in 2017, and the incident did not result in criminal charges. Now, I just want to stop here because to investigate him over alleged sexual assault would mean that someone came forward and alleged the sexual assault occurred. And if that someone then signed an NDA, they might have refused to continue providing police information, and therefore charges would not be brought. Kind of seeing how this works. I'm guessing an amount of money was also in play. So, just throwing that out there. The transition team was caught by surprise by the detailed allegations and now fears more negative revelations about Hegseth, said the person familiar with the complaint. There's a lot of frustration around this, the person said. He hadn't been properly vetted. Oh, really? You didn't properly vet the guy who was being put up because he's a Fox News host and has no other qualifications to run the entire Department of Defense? His other what his other qualification is that by, I don't know, not washing his hands, he's infected himself with every known strain of bubonic plague and therefore won't be at risk in germ warfare. Is that about it? God damn. And of course, the woman who drafted the complaint did not respond to requests for comment, which is not surprising at all. Asked whether Hegseth sought a non-disclosure agreement with the woman, Parlatore said that there's no other skeletons to come out. He added, there's no reason to withdraw that I'm aware of, which, you know, if you ask someone, did this woman, did Hegseth get a non-disclosure agreement with her, and your lawyer says, oh no, nothing else is going to come out, that is a yes. This is a yes answer. Which seems to me like it completely confirms that this actually happened, and also considering that this article is talking about how detailed the complaint was, kind of indicates to me that there's a lot of knowledge here going into this complaint that probably is pretty substantial. The president-elect was not told about the extent of the sexual misconduct allegation before he chose Hegseth as the Pentagon nominee because no private firm vetted him. Because of course, there's no vetting. Why would you vet your loyalist appointees? Sounds like a payoff instead of an NDA. I mean, usually the payoff includes an NDA just so that it has the aesthetic of like legal binding. But yeah. Yeah, also, again, Trump Communications Director Stephen Chung said in a statement that Trump is standing by Hegseth. President Trump is nominating high-caliber and extremely qualified candidates to serve in his administration. Yeah, again, can I just say, like, I despise mainstream reporting on politics. I despise it. Because look at this headline. Trump team weighs Pentagon pick after sexual assault allegation surfaces. And it's like, they're not weighing it. They're not weighing it, though. Like, specifically, they're not. Like, Donald Trump is still standing by this guy. Like, all of this information came out, and Donald Trump is like, no, he's still my guy. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. Like, but for whatever reason, the Washington Post feels compelled to, well, who knows? They could find that sexual assault is bad. Really? Republicans will just now decide that sexual assault is bad. The guy who is literally on record saying grab him by the pussy when talking about women. Yeah, I don't think he cares about sexual assault. The guy who has like several sexual assault allegations against him, the guy who was shown to be liable for sexual assault in civil court. Like I don't think that guy is going to care if other people in his circle are rapists. Yeah, I don't think he cares that much about that.